Addo, and you are watching News Bite on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, Occupy Jolobi, hashtag Fix the Country protest, all about NDC Interest. Kwame Bediako alleges. Mahama claims Akufo Addo has failed in resolving illegal mining and should have resigned by now. GRIDco and ECG attribute current Dumsor challenges to gas processing plant at Atuabo. And to our very first story, independent presidential candidate Nana Kwame Bediako, alias Cheddar, has affirmed his opposition to the Democratic Hub-led protest organized to call for an end to illegal mining. In a video shared on his social media account, the leader of the New Force movement alluded that the protest duped hashtag Reoccupy Jolobi House and similar ones like hashtag Fix the Country protests are all machinations of the opposition National Democratic Congress (NDC). The statement by Cheddar comes on the back of an earlier one he issued in which he condemned the hashtag Reoccupy Jolobi protesters, describing it as unlawful. He has also made a passionate call on the youth and opinion leaders to ensure and maintain peace. Meanwhile, the protest, which was aimed at compelling the government to end illegal mining, was marred by police arrests over what they described as unlawful acts by protesters, with over 40 protesters arrested between Monday and Sunday.
Well, first of all, let me use this to correct the situation right now about my last video that I issued about not supporting violence. And I still stand on that, and I mean that. Now, why don't I support the youth for protesting? It's because I want peace in the country. If the youth of this country and the people of this nation have held it down for 32 years to 40 years of understanding politics and whatever encumbrances, crisis, issues that it brings, and they've managed to survive, then why would they want to use violence now to send a message and say that they've had enough? Well, let me tell you people something that you might not know. All of these protests and demonstrations that has happened in this country in the past year or two were organized by one of the duopoly. It's the same politicians. And I said it. I'm not going to mention names, but you know that Jolobi and Fix the Country was fixed by one of the existing parties. We cannot do this to ourselves and destroy our own country because of a politician's personal interest or a party's interest. Please, Ghana, do your research. The people in front of all these demonstrations, some of them have treason charges. Ask, find out who sponsored them for the mobilizations and all the things that happen. Do your research. This is not about Galamsey. This is about a political interest.
Moving on, the flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, Galamsey Mahama, has expressed strong criticism about President Akufo Addo's handling of illegal mining in Ghana. Mahama argued President Akufo Addo, by his own words, should have resigned for failing to live up to his promise of putting his presidency on the line to fight Galamsey. According to Mahama, despite the president's strong stance, key members of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), including party executives, have been involved in illegal mining activities. They further claim the community mining initiative introduced by the government is being controlled by Metropolitan Municipal District Chief Executives (MMDCs) and the NPP officials worsening the situation. Is therefore calling for accountability.
Indeed, if we were in some other jurisdiction, he would have resigned by now. By his word, he put his presidency on the line. Because now his own people have been found to be the ones engaged. All their party executives have, concessions and are doing illegal mining in forest reserves. It's a pity. But it's close to home, and that's why he can't deal with it. If you go to the districts, they talk about community mining. Community mining is the MPP party executives and the DCAs who are doing the community mining. And so they are the ones doing what they're doing. And so how can you expect him to fight, Galamsey when his own people are involved in it?
The president lacks the political will to do this?
He does. It makes very nice, verbiage when you talk about it and you express a will to do something with. Action speaks louder than words. Our river bodies are still the coffee color that they were. Maybe they were Milo before. They are looking like coffee now, getting darker. And they all know who are doing it. The champagne machines are there. It's not something that you can put in a handbag and walk and go and do it here. They put it there. And so how come you can't find the champagne machines, that are washing all that mud into the river bodies? So I think he's failed when it comes to illegal gold mining.
The Ghana Grid Company Limited, GRIDco, and the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, has attributed the current intermittent power supply, commonly known as Dumsor, to a technical challenge at the Ghana National Gas Company's GNCC gas processing plant at Atuabo. Recently, some parts of Ghana has experienced frequent power outages due to limited power supply for power generation. However, in a joint statement, GRIDco and ECG apologized for the inconveniences caused and assured that GNCC are working to resolve the issue. And that's all for News Bite. Do well to log on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at GhanaTalksRadio.com, Facebook, TikTok, and X at GhanaTalksRadio.com. My name is Deborah Addo. Thanks for staying.